Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping $ usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20 with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $ usual 50/50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshitting on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Push the weight enough flex. The live is one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You ain't run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight? Lightweight, baby. I was tired to bleed this morning. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's do this roll call, because y'all already know my opinion on this, and I want to get to it. G. McCall, Adrian Vett, Freedom's March, Todd Swindle, Jalen Hudson, Down Anderson, Down Anderson. What up, brother? Still early. Give me a break. Rick Blackwell, J. May, True Boxing Night. Tay, good morning. Shogun, Steve L. The Mac, Stormy B-Man, Kondo, Rod Neal, Coach Hudson in the building. Cono Local, my brother, what up? Philip D in the building. Bob, Eric Myers, Dill Spooley, Brother Cole, Jarrell Freeman, Earl Sager, Kel Too Slimy. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Allergies is kicking my whole ass this morning. Ooh-wee. Crazy. Hope y'all having a beautiful Monday. Yep, it's nice out. The weather is officially broken. So let's talk, Delano, what up? Let's talk about my opinion. Because as I put up this live stream for this morning, I got news via Blue Blood Sports TV that Turkey is trying to get Devin versus Tia Female done. Mr. Shelton, Brandon Shamar, salute. And I mean, if they make the fight and if Tio's not a coward, the fight's gonna get made. We already know how Devin Haney gets down. He wants all the smoke. He wants all the smoke. Many of his opponents, not so much. There always has to be some sort of weird stipulation. Devin can only eat broccoli 8 days out for the fight. He has to fight with his pinky taped to his ring finger. He got to hop on one foot, ish like that. Perfect Black, salute. There's always some sort of weird stipulation, and Ryan Garcia has vanished. He hasn't been talking. After the press conference, he probably was on Twitter. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Maybe once or twice. But he quiet. All the loudmouths. Come on, what up? All the loudmouths from 2023, 2024. Real quiet, right? Real quiet. 88, what up? Everybody quiet now, right? Why no one talking? Nobody cares to hear what they have to say? What happened? Yeah, anyway. Dow Big G, what up? So they're quiet. Main biker, salute. But there's work out here to get done, right? There's work to get done, right? Turkey got the bag. The contemporaries are out in full swing, and they quiet. Now, Blue said that Turkey's trying to make this fight. The only way this fight does not happen is if T.O. doesn't want it. The barracuda mouth that he is. Ridiculous. I'm looking at his fronts right now. You touched the mill, bro. Go get that shit fixed, for real. Anyway. This ain't a roasting session. This is my opinion on how Ryan and T.O. should be treated. And y'all see Buck Dancing Bradley in the back? Biscuit Bradley? Listen, I'm going to be very clear. I ain't got no problem with his boxing. Well, I do got a problem with the end of his boxing career. I kind of do. Ratchet, what up? But that doesn't oversee his place in the Hall of Fame. Same thing with Oscar. I ain't got no problem with Oscar De La Hoya's boxing career. But as men, these dudes are not that. This dude, Biscuit Bradley, is the hard ER. He is her. Hard ER. He is her. He is her. This dude has lost all privileges. We'd like to announce a trade. Something. Get Biscuit Bradley the F up out of here. Get Biscuit Bradley the F up out of here, man. Andre Jones, salute. Get Biscuit Bradley the hell up out of here, bro. Get out of here. You acknowledge the racist rant and you still just, bro, out of principle, and this is what this show is about this morning, out of principle, no black fighter, no black promoter, no black manager should want to do business with either one of these two clowns on the right-hand side of the screen, Tia Female and Crying Ryan. This should be out of principle. I knew there was something wrong with Tim when he was eating. Wasn't he eating chicken on ESPN Live? Kawhi Leonard, salute. Yeah, I like to make it. No. See, Caleb Plant, he been to the cookout. His wife black. He been to the cookout. He cool. Don't touch his beard. He'll slap the nonsense out you. Caleb is every bit about that life. So let's pick someone else. There's a lot of white folks that was invited to the cookout. Y'all remember Tom Chambers in the NBA? A lot of y'all youngins don't know that. Late 80s through the 90s, well, mid 80s through the 90s. Tom Chambers been to the cookout. Jason Williams, he been to the cookout. Caleb Plant been to the cookout. But we need to make a trade like fast because Tim Bradley need to get the hell up out of here. The brothers UK in the building, salute. Get Biscuit Bradley out of here. His house is a death trap. You open up his bedroom door, not his bedroom door, the closet, the hallway closet, watermelons fall out, hit you in the head. Bert, what up? Watermelon, it's just a full watermelon assault. He got a seed shooter. Not a gun, he got a seed shooter. Shoots watermelon seeds at you. His house shoes got tap dance attachments to it. Click clack all around his house. He's always licking his fingers. He's super greasy all the time. They go, why every time you walk in the room I smell Popeyes? Shower, salute, Queen. Bakari, what up? Joe Townsend in the building. Get Biscuit Tim get out of here. Every time you walk around this house, you hear like, yo, what is that? You have on slippers. Well, here come Tim. I don't care. You see, I don't care if you feel that way. You don't say this. You don't say it out loud. This is what I'm saying. When there's no code, and then you get detractors want to come in here. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean code? What do you mean code? What do you mean code? You know what? Get the hell out my chat, bro. Get off my channel. From now on, you know what my answer is when they say, what do you mean code? Go talk to the Jewish community. Go look at their trail. Go look at their trail. That's code. All right? That's code. You know what code is? You ever been to a fight where there's a Puerto Rican fighting? You ever been to a Felix Trinidad fight? You ever been to a Miguel Cotto fight? That's code. Kamara, what up? PJ's big dog in the building. That's code. You ever been to any Mexican fight? It's code. You ever been to a Shakur fight? Where's the code? They don't have enough Puerto Rican support specifically. And the niggas, they just get up and just walk out the damn arena to get filmed doing it. And it's a big old joke. Code? Didn't they boo Boots at one point? In his first fight with Cameron? They booed him, right? Code? Okay. Then you get Biscuit Bradley. Oh, I know about the racist stuff, but I'm talking boxing here. What did I just say, man? The niggas all around here. Oh, I have to keep it boxing. Thomas, what up? I have to keep it boxing. I have to keep it boxing now. You know, I understand all the racist stuff. You know, Jack Johnson. You know what they doing. You know, but I just don't talk sport. We can't just talk sport. Yeah, you can. You go ahead. I ain't stopping you. It's a free world, right? You go ahead and talk boxing. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Yeah. Rod, what up, Rod? There's no coming back from this with Tim, man. There's no need to get hype about it because, you know, look, he officially said it. We all saw it, but he officially said it. I know all the racist stuff. I know it's all the racist stuff, but I just talking boxing. This is a Hall of Fame fighter, by the way, doing this shit. Got his face all up in the camera talking, bro. You know what, man? Listen, man. I could separate the two. Boxing, I ain't got no problem with Tim's career. I got a problem with the Manny Pacquiao situation. I got a problem with how he allowed that situation. He allowed a few racist assholes to dictate how he fought Ruzin Provodnikov and almost gave himself severe brain damage like the jerk he is because he's not a mentally strong person. All right? That's it. You doing somersaults in the second fight versus Manny Pacquiao. That's ridiculous. We don't hate each other. We don't hate each other. Nah. You should have been in your bag. I ain't got no problem with Manny, but he gonna pay for everything his fans did because Manny didn't say anything. Manny didn't check his fans. Did y'all notice that? Did Manny check his fans? Come on, Jesus. What would Jesus do? Jesus wouldn't want you guys doing this to my opponent. He's not the judges. Leave him alone. I'll get him in a rematch. He never said anything. That was my problem with Manny Pacquiao. I'm like, yo, go get your friends. He never did it. Silence is co-signing. But what am I talking about? You motherfuckers are so mad at me. Main biker in that super chat, much love. He says, Tim Shoe is in the Adam family. It tap dance on its own. Yeah, exactly. You walk in the Adams family house. What is that? Those are Bradley shoes. Oh, yeah. Just Spark in the building. Salute, good brother. Now my player, salute. I think that too. I think he lost to Manny on purpose. I do. I really think that. Snoop, what up, Snoop? Prolific one, where you been? Good to see you. Kawhi Elliott, salute. Isaiah GQ. So he officially said it, y'all. I know about the racist thing, but we talking boxing. There it is. That's it. That's all I need to hear. I'm like, all right, there it is. He finally said it. Ravens Nation, salute. Yeah, Thomas, the WB frog. Y'all remember that? The WB. Super jig. Damn, I wish I had that. And salute to Willie Lowe, Bomb Squad. He made a video about this clown. Jigga jigga boo. MJ, what up? Black Jericho. Oh, yeah. He the only motherfucker I know go to a hockey game. Like, where the puck at? Don't worry. Just freeze this biscuit. You can play with dish. He's a biscuit expert. I mean, Popeyes is good, but y'all ever been to Red Lobster? Those bitches is good now. You think this nigga got a watermelon in his trunk at all times? Tony C, my brother, what up? You know, Tim, what up? There's a few things that black men carry in their trunk out here in New York. Let me tell you what it is, especially in the summertime. You gotta have your tools for the, to change your tire. I hope your brothers know how to change a tire. A pair of gloves so you do the work. But Jackie, what up? Every black person in New York City, I can't speak for other cities. CB Sports in the building, salute. KBG, what up? You have a pair of ball kicks, because you never know. You never know. Where you just cruising around, you go by the courts. Like, yo, we got 9. Yeah, I'm up. You got to have your ball kicks with you. You got to have your pair of ball shorts with you. The real OG, Mr. Mont, salute. Out here, we used to call them Olafs. Maybe Thomas remember that. There was a store in Harlem called Olafs. They made custom-made ball shorts. I don't even think it's over there anymore. So you had to have your Olafs and a tank top. Thomas, they ain't over there no more, right? Damn. They would make custom jerseys and custom ball shorts. It was the best. I had a pair of black and white and navy blue and white. Yeah, they gone, bro. It's like Jew Man that was in the Bronx on Southern Boulevard. He sold everything. Jeff, you remember that, right? Yeah. Harlem. So you had to have your Olas and you had to have your jersey. You had to have a pair of ball kicks in the trunk because it could go down at any point. And I think Tim, in the trunk of his whip, has a watermelon that never goes rotten. I don't know how he did that. He has banana peels, right? Condoms. Don't ask. And a dildo.
Whoa! What a
What?
Yeah. You don't even have a jack to change a tire. There's a watermelon back there. It's like, where the spare tire at? What is this watermelon? Don't worry about that. We got to call AAA. Are you eating something? Why are your lips always smacking like that? I don't know. You want to talk some boxing? F you, Tim. Real talk. F you with a lit flare. Right in the poop chute. Mr. Roll Tide, salute. Pass revoked. You're done. He officially said it. You're done. You're done. You bastard sinner. The Desert Storm. Shut up, dude. This dude could never sneak up on you and be like, yo, we in the middle of the desert. I know I'm bugging. Why do I smell Popeyes? Tim Bradley's around. $1 trillion dream, salute. So that's all I'm going to say about Biscuit Tim. Code 67, salute. All I can say about Biscuit Tim. I'm done, bro. Done. So anyway, getting to these racist ass beaners, or whatever you want to call them, on the right hand side. Look, Ryan's a beaner, and I say that with all disrespect. And Tiafimo, the type of Latin that he is, he don't even want to rep that. Puerto Ricans fighting Puerto Rico at some point. Mexicans fighting Mexico at some point. When is this dude going to Honduras? He don't want to be the pride of Honduras. He don't want to be the first. No. He wants to fight on a Puerto Rican Day parade, from what I heard. Well, he hasn't said anything about that lately, but I remember him saying that years ago. Well, somebody told me he said it. He run around trying to jack everyone's style because he has no identity. You can't just be a kid from Brooklyn who reps Honduras and just do your career. Chasing down on the smoke. You see, the thing is, him and Devin should have been fought about 5 years ago. Instead, he was too busy playing politics. Y'all remember? Oh, don't worry. I'm going to remind y'all right now. Give me a second. 2018. Yeah, I'm going there. 2018. Teofimo Lopez was playing politics. When the fight could have happened, he said this.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all four. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
That aged well. Michael Ray, Derek Gaines, Lou, Baba, Jose, what up? That aged well. Didn't it? He said me and Loma for all four. You know what happened? Let me remind y'all. Because I'm going to address something else, too. Let me remind y'all what happened. What happened was, egalitarian salute. What happened was, Loma's time was up. They said, hey, man, guess what? It's your turn to fight Devin. He said, yeah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. Get Mauricio on the phone. Yeah, fuck that. Mauricio, you have any the franchise for me? For me, Lomachenko. And Mauricio Suleiman says, yes, we have franchise for you, for Joe. We have franchise for Joe. Let's take a vote. Stay on the phone. Stay on the phone. All in favor for Vasily Lomachenko to be franchise champion? Say aye. Aye. All in favor, say nay. You hear a nigga back there with a gag in his mouth. Okay, Loma, we email. And they hung up the phone. NBA D9 salute. There was one motherfucker in there talking about, nah, that's not right. They had him tied up. Hog tied at that. Nah, Chupacabra died. Ridiculous. So you and Loma 404, right? The franchise status. Y'all remember the franchise status that wasn't transferable? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the franchise status that wasn't transferable in the ring? It's a special privilege awarded to a fighter, and he can go up and down in weight. Y'all remember that? Damon, what up, man? Good to see you. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember the rules to the franchise status when we was like, what the hell is this? And once we read the rules, we was like, wait a minute, that means we're not getting Jamal Charlo versus Canelo, because Canelo's not fighting him. We was like, what is this? Y'all remember when he got on Fred's show in the barbershop and explained it, and we was still like, yo, Mauricio, that still don't make any sense. Y'all remember that? I remember it. It did just enough. And then where is it now? Hey, Wavy, salute. Where's it now? Gone, right? Gave it to Canelo, then gave the second one to Loma, and gave the third one to somebody down in those booger weights. Ain't never gave it to a black person. They never offered it because you had to request it. Remember? That's very key. You had to request it. Hey, Canelo, it's time for you to fight Jamal Charlo. Fuck that, man. Mauricio, you stop this, man. Brother Reef, salute. You stop this, man. Yeah, I think it was Louis Neri, Tony C. I think it was Neri. I think. But somebody down in those super lightweights had it. So Canelo said, oh, do you remember what I did last time? Do you remember? You told me fight Golovkin. I say, fuck you, man. I dropped the belt. Estrada. That's who it was. It was Estrada. Estrada had the third belt. Hey, Drew. Estrada had the third belt.
Who cares?
Because none of them exist anymore. This ridiculous. So last time Mauricio told Canelo, hey man, you gotta fight Golovkin. Did he not drop the belt? So he told him, I dropped this bitch again, man. Get me out of this. And he got him out of it. I have idea. We invent something called franchise. You'll be the first one. And we never got the Charlo. You think I forgot that shit? You think I forgot? Did y'all forget? Did y'all forget? Jamal Charlo versus Canelo was up. The franchise status knocked that whole thing off the rails. That's what happened. That's what happened. Terrific, right? Yeah, salute, Queen. That's what happened, y'all. We never got Jamal Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez, what, about 6 years ago now? We never got that because of the franchise status. Never forget, and see, this is why these shows are so important. Because right now, there's people coming into the game new, fans, and they don't even know that. Or they just willingly ignore it. We never got Jamal Charlo when he was hot in these streets. It was Canelo's turn. And Canelo chose to duck Jamal Charlo. Never forget that. I'm arming you guys. You ask him, why never fought Jamal Charlo? Oh, well, you know, Jamal's crazy. No. We're talking 6 or 7 years before that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. That fight was next. Never forget, I'm giving you the answer. Canelo Alvarez and the WBC invented a status so Canelo did not have to fight Jamal Charlo. There's your answer. The proof is all on the internet. They could have fought. Go before that, he was supposed to fight Gennady Golovkin, and he dumped the belt when Mauricio Suleiman told him he had to fight Triple G. He dumped the damn belt. Never forget. Never forget. That happened. I'm not lying. I'm not making that up. That happened. We were robbed out of a good fight. And because it's Canelo, nobody's holding him accountable. More on Canelo tomorrow, by the way. On Monkey Tuesday. Now to 86 in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He says, salute, Drew, and salute to the mighty LDBC. Hashtag LDBC for life. Hashtag F the haters. Hashtag we outside. Much love to everyone in the chat. Salute to you, brother. Much love and appreciation to you. Thank you so much. Thank you. King Fuses, salute. So never forget, I'm explaining things. In order to understand how you got here, you have to understand the past. You see, guys like Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia, they ride on the coattails of not being held accountable. The industry not holding clowns accountable. Boots is next up, and how quickly people turn on him when you get Biscuit Bradley, who's all off code and thinks he's talking boxing. Way off code. Way off code. I ain't got to talk about how you was up to fight Errol Spence and you just didn't do it, but whatever. Whatever, Tim. You're still a Hall of Famer. Let's not talk about you. Because you said enough. Let's talk about how the industry does not hold certain people accountable. First off, a shout out to Blue Blood. Some clown wrote something on Box News 27 and said that Devin Haney was pretty much taking the easy route. He was ducking. What was he saying? I think he said he was ducking the I think he was ducking a fade. He was ducking a fade with Ryan by pursuing a Teofimo fight. Is that what he said? I didn't read the article. I just listened to Blue's video. All right. And Blue ain't got no reason to lie. But that's not the first time some random maniac on Box News 24 or Boxing 24/7. I know that side. I don't even go there anymore. They got a bunch of independent writers over there. Remember I did the video where one of the writers said in order for Devin Haney to reach superstardom, he gave out a list of names. And it was absurd. David Benavidez was on that list of names. I was like, what? What do you want him to do? Okay, Tank was there. I think Shakur was there. That's cool. I think Teofimo was on there. That's cool. But then David Benavidez and Boots Ennis was on there. And at that time, Devin was still at 135. I was like, what are they doing? Who's writing this shit? And that was the last time I went there. You get a bunch of independent guys that basically do clickbait. And they appeal to the fans that just got involved in boxing maybe 3 to 5 years ago. Like the young man that I put the camera in front of, he's a Ryan Garcia fan, and I asked him, how long you been in the boxing? He said 3 years. You really don't have a conversation with that. He's a young man. He's, no disrespect to him. He's an adult, but I don't even think that kid was 21. The Spanish brothers that I was talking to at the other presser leading up to the 42nd Street event, all of his friends. And I just asked them questions. I wasn't there to debate them. It wouldn't even be a debate. It'd be a slaughter. And what did they do? They used talking points that they hear online to justify who? Ryan Garcia, one of those other kids that said, who's your favorite fighter? Of course, he said Canelo Alvarez. You think if I stood there and asked him about the history of the franchise status, you think he'd know? But they were kids. They were kids. But I did that for y'all. See, when I do these things, when I go to these presses and stuff, it's not that I'm fans of some of these people I got the camera in front of. It's for y'all so y'all can hear them talk. I had the camera in front of Shakur. He had to double back on what he said about fighting Conor Benn at 54. Y'all heard him say it. He said, no, I fight him at 47, but 54, no. I'm saying, oh, okay. I'm glad y'all heard that. Because if no one heard him say it, there'd still be some Shakur fan running around Jersey talking about, yeah, he beats Conor at 154. I'm like, no, he does not. And to be honest, I don't know if he beats him at 47. That boy too wild. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But hey, if he beats Zepeda, make the fight. Let's find out. Somebody gonna be right, somebody gonna be wrong. Hey man, I'll do this for y'all so y'all can hear it. He backed off of the 154 talk. Now, if I wasn't there, well, he said it in front of a bunch of cameras, but if we were not there to cover that, there'd be somebody still saying he beats Conor at 154. He had to say, oh, no. I second think that. He's allowed to change his mind. He's allowed to change his mind. That's fine. But he changed his mind. That's why I do this. Another thing, and salute to my brother fool-ass Earthman in that super chat.
You fool-ass Earthman.
He says, Drew Titan, homie, support the real. So salute to you, brother, man. Much love and appreciation. This brother's everywhere. Salute to you, brother. All around strong in the building. Salute. If I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. Brother Reese, salute, man. What up? Yeah, so we'll talk about something that was brought to my attention just yesterday. And I'm not firing shots. I just want to make a point. Let me say it one more time. I'm not firing shots. I just want to make a point. One more time, because there's a lot of troublemakers out here. I'm not firing a shot. I'm just making a point. Dante's Boxing Nation used my video. You clearly hear me. I say my name so fast when I was talking to Eddie Hearn. I said, Drew Titan LLC. Eddie, your thoughts on TFEMO's racist outburst. Now, he was already talking about it, but I wanted to get in a better position so I can ask the question, because apparently some people have problems with me standing there and just listening. But if I'm just standing there listening and letting them talk, that's not good enough. So now I got to say my fucking name so you can know that I'm paying attention. So now I said it so he can reiterate. All right, that's good enough now. Goddamn. So I say I asked his opinion on Till's racist outburst, and he went on to say, it's wrong and blah 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 blah. But you know what? Eddie said something, and I think it went over y'all head. Didn't go over mine. I just asked him the question. Hassan, what up? I even asked him at the end about, is Tyson Fury versus AJ happening at the end? I don't root for either one of those guys. I just wanted to know if it's really happening. Dion, what up? I just want to know if it was happening. I don't care about either one of those guys, but I'm asking for the audience. Gio James, salute. So, Kawhi, that really happened? Bro. I bet you they stopped following you, right? You can't beat Tank. Yeah, all right. Devin fucks Tank up. Prove me wrong. That's my answer. Anyway. So, something happened in that interview, and it went right over everyone's head, but mine. But my job is not there to debate anybody. My job is to ask a question and let them talk. They'll give you all the answers that you need. Right? Did y'all peep when Eddie Hearn says, I like Teofimo Lopez? K-Rod, salute. Did y'all peep that? On the other side, I was smiling right in his face. I said, holy shit, he didn't even realize what he just said. And he just kept talking. Did y'all peep that? I like to, you know what? I'll just go ahead and play it for you. He said it. His words, not mine. I didn't say that shit. He did. I'm just going to go ahead and play it for you. I'm just going to go ahead and play it for you. I want you to listen. I want you to listen.
Titan LLC. Speaking of Teofimo Lopez, Drew Titan LLC. Speaking of Teofimo Lopez.
This is what Dante's Boxing Nation played. Now, I'm not firing shots because I went into the comment section, right? Someone sent me the video. I went into the comment section and said, oh, that's me. All right. He referred to me as the other reporter. Dante, you ain't got to do that, brother. You know my name. You know what I represent. But last time you said our name, there was some sort of drama between us, you and the LDBC I'm talking about, and I don't know how we got there. I don't know where we went wrong at. You got 78's number if there was a problem. Sometimes people get so, and let me just park here for a second. When you're a content creator, you get very sensitive about your content. And when you think that someone is stealing from you, it can be frustrating. Gerard Harlem in the building, salute. But nobody's stealing anything from anybody. All right, I'm a content creator. I don't just turn the camera on and just go at it. I don't do that. You see these memes that I've been doing? I'm a creator. I'm an artist. I actually draw comic books. This is me. This is my mind. This is creativity. This is what I do. I try and give you great production. I'm a one-man show over here. This takes work. People think we just bing, 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 put this on, and then we just talk for an hour. No. No. I'm a content creator. So I understand whatever his frustration was. I don't know where we went wrong at, but it was said. We all respond. Me, 78, Stormy, Black Fight Fan. This was before he put down the mic. Because Dante was putting people in the LDBC that wasn't even in the LDBC. He put Ego over here. He was like, what? He went at Blue. And I know him and Blue had a great relationship. When the technology of live streams came about, I remember Blue was on his show. So I don't know where they went wrong at. You know, when Dante is the first person we heard say old media. and referred to the content creators on YouTube as new media. That was him. Ain't no one tried to steal it. Ain't no one put it on a shirt and sold it. No. We were on the same wavelength. I fucked with Dante. So when he attacked us verbally, it was like, whoa, what happened? I'm calling people like, yo, something happened? Everyone was like, no, what happened? No one knew. I was like, oh, shit. So I could only suspect that somebody that don't like us went over to him and said, yo, they doing this and this doing this and that. And, you know, people get easily triggered. But what pissed me off was that he had means to contact the general because they actually know each other. And instead of doing that, he gets on the fucking mic and now it's a problem. And people who pick sides, people that don't like Dante ran over to us, and people that don't like us ran over to Dante. And it was a one big clusterfuck. And you had a bunch of black people fight. Well, he was fighting. I said what I said and I got off of it. But my thing is this here, brother. Notice I'm still calling him brother. It's okay to say my name. Because this is not about black men fighting. It's not what this is. We don't have time for it. So when people say, what's code? I'm on it. This is called code. I'm saying I don't care if you use my voice, it's fine. Because you know what? We got an answer. Did we not? We got an answer. Yeah, Dion, I'll speak on that later. Wait a minute. Dion, there's a rehydration clause in that fight? If so, drop a link where I could read that. There better not be no rehydration clause on that fight. Dion, did you hear that? Can you, Edge 100, salute. Point me in the direction where you, because I don't know if that's true, brother. If that's true, could you send me the link? I haven't heard about that. There better not be no rehydration clause in that fight. If there is, I'm telling you, all right, I'll talk about it when we get closer to that. But back to the brother Dante. You hear my language, right? You hear my language. Back to the brother Dante. It's okay to say my, now someone could send him this and he could get on, well, I don't even know who Drew Titan is. I don't even deal with it. You can say all that, brother. But you see what Eddie says here? I ain't trying to fight with him. What Eddie says here, Plot Boy, what up? What Eddie says here, this is bigger than us fighting over one another. Because if Dante was sitting here and I heard this, I'd have put up the video and said, yeah, man, yo, shout out to Dante. He caught another one. I don't know why the brother was mad at us. I really don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I really don't. But he said what he said. We ain't make no 1,000 diss videos. We straightened it out. I was like, yo, I don't know where you getting this from, what you talking about, who's stealing from you. He was talking about suing people. I was like, what the fuck are you, what are you talking about? What happened? Well, this is, you hear my voice. You hear my voice. And he referred to me as the other reporter. I said, well, damn, man. You know that's me. So when people come in our chats, like, yo, what do you mean on code? This is what I'm talking about. We're supposed to be, you ain't got to be LDBC to kick it. Y'all heard me say Champ Size, our first cousin. He's the baddest brand in the land. He's great at what he does. That young brother, I'm sure I'm very older than him, but he's wise before his time. There's not one time that I listen to Champ Side that I don't learn something. I told him that to his face when I met him in Vegas. I said, bro, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Don't stop, man. I learn from you. I don't say I steal from you. I say I learn from you. And you know why else I listen to everyone's shit? Well, the people I tolerate. The people I tolerate. I want to make sure that I don't do something that they did first. Because it's true that you can have an idea, but it's out there already. So you don't want to do it. It's like, damn, I can't do that now because he's already doing it. I'm a content creator, not a content hater. I was following Dante's bot. He was one of the first, listen, when I first started following YouTube boxing, it was 78 Fight News. Y'all don't know about that. That was 78's first channel. 78 Fight News, Blood Boxing, Dante's Boxing Nation. Ego came later, and then I found Blue Blood. He came later. I found Blue Blood. He only had like 1,000 subs. He was working his day jobs, plural, talking boxing. Look at him now. Ticket TV. I'm talking like in its infancy. Exactly, Thomas. I shared a bunch of Dante's Boxing Nation stuff when I was in the Facebook group. I mean, come on, I supported that brother for real. This is before super chats, y'all. Before live streams, y'all. So you got to understand when he did that, I was like, I was heartbroken. Like, yo, what did we do to him? What happened? Only thing I could think of is somebody got in and said, you know, there's a lot of troublemakers. Let's get the niggas fighting. And he bought into it. So, you know, I can't help that. But if you're going to act like that, but then use my content, come on, brother. And I'm not talking about flagging and no, it's not that serious to me. That's not that serious to me because you know why? Getting the information out there is important. I'll say it one more time. Getting the information out there is important. So in essence, what I'm saying is Dante has a bigger reach than I do. I'm glad. BVO, what up? I'm glad he used my soundbite. I'm glad because you know why? What's the point? Eddie Hearn said what he said. So thank you, Dante's Boxing Nation. I appreciate you. And I'm not being sarcastic. Again, I'm not beefing because his channel's as such, he's beyond beefing. The reason why the falling out happened the way it happened is because he made a whole video and it was a bunch of misinformation and he accused us of stealing from him. I was like, yo, whoa, what? What is he talking about? And we addressed it and there was no response and we all left it alone. But this is me getting to the business. I ask a question and I let him talk. I didn't challenge him or anything. I just hope y'all picked it up. Now, Dante's a smart man. He picked it up. And shout out to you, Dante, because nobody else said anything but you. And I'm glad you picked it up because you have a bigger platform. Thank you. And I commented it. The video he put up, I commented on it. It was no beef. I did say it's okay to say my name, brother. It's okay. Because this is the issue. Not a bunch of black people on YouTube fighting amongst each other. This is the issue. Nobody else picked up on it? I need y'all to listen.
Is your thoughts on racist outbursts?
We were just talking about that. Yeah, I mean, like, unacceptable in all forms of life and walks of life. But I was just saying in boxing, these guys are role models for people. Yeah. So we've got to make an example. And I don't know why he keeps doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like he did it once with Crawford, and it's like I couldn't believe. I'm like, whoa. Like I don't represent him, but if I did, I would be saying to him, "What the fuck are you doing?" Stop. Like the one, it's wrong. Yeah. But two, you're talking about your brand, you're talking about your deals, your broadcasters. You can't, you know, that's just.
Do you think he's crazy?
No.
No. No.
So
Now listen very carefully. I'm gonna bring that back. Everyone got a gag out of that, right? I need you to listen to his answer.
No.
No.
Your broadcasters, you can't, you know, that's just.
Do you think he's crazy?
No.
No.
So I thought he was crazy.
He thought he was crazy. I need you to listen.
But I just think, like, I got to spend some time around him. I like Tiafimo now.
Okay. Bring it back.
No.
No.
So I thought he was crazy.
He thought he was crazy.
But I just think, like, oh, I got to spend some time around him. I like Teofimo now.
I like Teofimo now. Okay? Super Mag time, salute. Dirt Gang boss, salute. All right? Okay? There you go. His own words. See what I mean? I looked around. I'm holding the camera, but I'm looking around like, yeah, y'all, okay. Y'all heard that, right? Okay.
I never liked him. He blamed me for the Cambosis defeat.
He blamed him for the Cambosis defeat. Y'all remember all of that shit? Right? Now he likes him.
Oh, it's Eddie Hearn's fault. I'm like, fucking hell. I didn't even have either fighter. I just won the first bit, right?
Yeah.
So, but when I spent a bit of time around him, actually, he plays up. And I think what
Are y'all hearing this?
he's trying to do is he's just trying to be controversial, but he's doing it in a terrible way, in a way that is unacceptable. I don't.
So if he's doing it on purpose, what makes you like him? You see what I mean? Yeah. There you go. There you go. Just let them talk. What am I supposed to do past that? Start cross-checking him and chase him off? There was still more information to get. I got what I needed and I left. Nicholas Levy, salute. Thank you, Shower. Birds of a feather. He just sounded so polite, right? Didn't he? Sounded all polite. I'm like, oh. People say things like when Ryan stood on that stage and say, "Oh, nah, yeah, you know, we was high, we was on shrooms." I'm holding the camera, I'm looking around like, did y'all hear him just say, "Oh, we just gonna ignore"? Okay, let's ignore it. I heard him. He said, "Me and my friends, we were high on shrooms." When you went on that nigga outburst, you was high on shrooms. Oh, that's your king, though. All right. Just let them talk. Just let them talk. They will tell you exactly who the fuck they are. Exactly, Shawa. That's the king's language. That English language. That's the real English. If we lost the war, we'd all be talking like that. Yeah. You don't fool me. I speak perfect English, and I heard exactly what he said. When he said what he said, and I'm looking. I'm like, oh. All right. I like him. He plays out. He said it. Yeah. Not my little 9,000 subs. Not enough people. But shout out to Dante's Boxing Nation because he did a whole video on it. And that is how brothers are supposed to be working. That right there. I'm dead serious. It's not about the, it's really, that right there is really not about the clicks and views. It's really not. He said the Queen's Peppa Pig accent. Oh boy. Kids used to drive me crazy with that, man. I'm telling you, when your kids is growing up, the first 8 years, it is not your TV. I knew every tune. And then, now that they're teenagers, you're like, yo, you remember this? You remember that? They were like, no. You better remember the goddamn Fresh Beat Band. Because I know every goddamn song thanks to you. Peppa freaking Pig. It's a blink of an eye for us. It's your damn childhood. Then some of the shit you don't remember. You don't remember me dropping $200 a piece until you see the Fresh Beat Band live. You don't remember that, do you? You sons of mother... God. I'm gonna boil y'all up and just shoot jump shots in the court across the street. Get on my nerves. God damn. Na, 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 na. We had a great day. I was like, oh, shit. They didn't want to get on a computer and look at it. You were reduced to, luckily, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. I had shit to do. I think I'm going to go draw. I think I'm going to go sit in a corner and just use my imagination. And then when they're done, they come bother you. What you doing? Oh, God. It's not your life. It's theirs, y'all. But you miss it, though. I do miss it, though, because I've been conditioned. Now they want to go outside and it's like, oh, man. Ridiculous, man. Oh, Lord have mercy. Now, Delano, we was never on the internet beef. And see, that's the misconception, brother. That's the misconception. Now, you see what you said? You're actually saying it to the wrong people. Because if you was listening about 10 minutes ago, I said we fucked with Dante. There's a lot of, matter of fact, I said a couple of names that I don't fuck with anymore. And I'm not trying to make a big deal because I got troublemakers that want to take bits and pieces of sound bites and email them to the people I said because they're still content creators. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Drew was talking about you. Those are the troublemakers. The bad part is when they buy into that shit. I get emails from phantom people all the time. Oh man, Charlie's Dick Blower Boxing was talking about you, and they send me a 30-second clip, and it's clearly edited. So here's what I do. I don't know who that is. I'm not going to go to the channel to give him a view because he may have been talking about me in a negative light. But I got shit to do. Why do I care what he says? Why do I care? Send me a video when a person says I have his legal name and address and I'm pulling up to kill him and his family. Send me that so I know he's coming and he ain't going to make it out of here alive. Send me that. If they just talking about me, I don't care to hear that. I don't care. I got shit to do. Everything you say online is not going to be popular with 100% of people. That's just the reality of it. Lord Sweat real Baltimore in the building. Salute, good brother. Oh, Joe Townsend. I remember the Veggie Tales. Oh, so Delano, what I'm saying to you is, brother, people only see the reaction. But if you was listening earlier, it was completely defense, and we didn't even know. You know what we felt like? The Rockers' heel turn when Shawn Michaels kicked Marty Jannetty through the glass. Y'all remember that? I don't know who's my age. That's how we felt. We was like, yo, what the fuck? I thought we was cool. What happened? And then he accused us of doing shit that we didn't even do. We was like, what are you talking about? It was a heel turn. I said, oh shit, I'm calling people like, yo, wait, whoa, something happened? Everyone was like, yo, what happened? We don't know what happened. Like that. But we responded. We said what we said. And even our response was respectful. The man accused us of stealing and everything. I said, what are you talking about? He was threatening to sue Blue for using the term when Blue, remember when Blue used to say, shout out to the LDBC, shout out to New Media. He was shouting out Dante. So what was the problem? Well, I said what I said that Sunday. Black did a video from his car. He said what he said. 78 said what he said. BFTB said what he said. I think he came in for Fanon. Fanon said what he said. Nobody was trying to steal from him. I thought we was all fighting a good fight of boxing. From shit like this, shit like Ryan Garcia. Now, while we're fighting amongst each other, enter Ryan Garcia. While we fighting amongst each other, enter Teofimo Lopez. And Tank Davis hugging on this kid. And talking about what he gonna do when he see Teofimo Lopez. How come he wasn't jumping up and down? All this shit about Devin, you can't just put your bullshit aside and say, you know what, T.O., you bananas, word? Make the fight. That fight would have got made in 2 seconds. He didn't do it. Snacks B, what up? Bob, what up? Didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not making it a business to fight with brothers on the internet. I'm not. I'm really not. Quad Leonard, salute. I stopped dealing with brothers, and y'all won't even know it, bro. For example, KQKC. I stopped dealing with him at least a year before all that shit came into y'all's ears. Y'all didn't even know. Me and Stormy stopped dealing with that guy for at least a year. There's so much things that was happening behind the scenes. Y'all didn't even need to know, but we kept it out of y'all eyes and ears. Because people love Jerry Springer drama. I'm not like that. I just said, you know what? I'm just not dealing with him. And I kept it pushing. And then he pulled the hat trick with BFTB. And I was like, whoa, I ain't know. Whoa. Then he became fair game. And that's it. Yo, 88, he been sneak dissing for like a year. I didn't say anything. I left it alone. I left him alone. We all left it alone. But then when he got too loose with his mouth, and I was like, yo, hold on. BF buying niggas computers and shit, and he treating them like that? Hold on. Blue Blood giving him advice on how to grow his channel, and then turns right around literally the next day and did a whole diss video on him? What the fuck was that? He got to go. He killed himself. Boss Fan times 4, salute. Anthony Bolter, salute. He says someone from the LDBC uses credentials. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. And truth be told, not that many LDBC members go to these. I'm at the fights. BF goes to the fights. Only a handful of us go that got like channels that people watch. Jay, what up? So I don't know who he's talking about. I asked. I'm like, yo, what is he talking about? Because there could have been a problem. There could have been somebody doing something and it because then we'd have had to rectify that. So we checked ourselves first. We was like, whoa, what's he talking about? Who? Put a name on it. Who? And it was nothing. I was like, damn, man, what? But you know what? You see these two fools on the right-hand side of the screen? That's the focus. You see that biscuit eating nigga back there running his mouth? That's the problem. And that's what we're supposed to be forming a united front against. So in my waffles, what up? So in my opinion, Devin Haney and Boots Ennis, freeze these motherfuckers out. Freeze them out. Freeze them out. To fight them is to pay them. This is my opinion. Now, they ain't going to do it because they're prize fighters. They're prideful men. And I know how Devin get down. He wants all the smoke. And the type of money that everyone's making on the screen, more than likely outside of hitting the lotto, and still after that, I'm not going to see the bread that they're seeing, and I understand it. My brother 503 line in the building. Exactly. Usual suspects is at the fight. That's what I'm saying. Who the fuck was he talking about? I don't know. It turns out it was nothing. And when it does settle, he could have still got at 78, but like, you know what? My bad. But I know what it was. Ratchet, what up? I know somebody sent him an edited clip or somebody doing something. They did it to me a bunch of times. And to the credit to the other content creators that did hit me up that I don't know. Hey, Drew, somebody sent me this video, said you was talking about me. He sent a clip that I said, and I ain't gonna say who it was. Because the truth be told, I don't remember. But it was another it was two content creators that somebody went to their damn channel and said that I was talking about them and sent them a clip, of me saying something that was like, it resembled their name. And I had to explain to them over the email. I said, with all due respect, this is the first time I don't even know about you. Stephen X, salute. You know what I'm saying? I say, yo, with all due respect, this is the first time me even knowing who you are. So it's a weird coincidence, but this person that sent you this, more than likely they're blocked on my channel. Then found out that the email is still relatively new. I said, this is somebody starting trouble. Somebody sent, y'all remember when me and Tay Jones was on my live stream, and he was breaking down what happened with Deontay and Telly? Somebody took a small clip of me and Tay talking and sent it to Marcellus Wilder and said, oh, they were talking about you. And me and Marcellus had a conversation behind the scenes. It was ridiculous. So like I said, these people are out here just trying to start trouble, beef amongst black people. I was watching you know how they go live and they have an open workout, and I forgot who was in the damn ring, but it was a Mexican. And I'm looking at the comment section, it's all in Spanish. Vince, what up? And I saw my picture. And I'm like, this is a few years ago, my old picture. And I'm looking like, oh, here we go. And they disrespected one of the fighters in the open workout. And then somebody says in English in there, Drew Titan, oh my God, I thought you was cool. I didn't know you was a racist. So I think that those two accounts was in cahoots. First of all, the shit was in Spanish. I don't speak Espanol. So what asshole? It was crazy. A week later, I get an email in Spanish. I had to get my boy to translate it. He's like, oh, you said something racist on another page? And I said, no. He said, yeah, this guy's saying, oh, I rock with you. I didn't know you was a racist. Why would you say that? I said, let me respond. So I responded in English. I said, I hope you speak English because I don't speak Espanol. I'm not even going to use a Google Translate. That was not me. That's a ghost account. I flagged it as soon as I saw it. I flagged it as soon as I saw it. All right. As a matter of fact, I said something to the motherfucker. I said, nice try, get the fuck out of here. I'm going to sue you. Because Drew Titan LLC is a motherfucking brand. I pay money for this. I pay taxes for this. And there was two fighters I really didn't give a shit about, but you know, I'm a sucker for boxing. He was hitting pads and jumping rope, and I was just watching. And I looked and I said, did I type something? I said, okay, here we go. That's not me, obviously. Yeah, I know, Jose. I know, Jose. You see, I'm not making this shit up. I'm not making this shit up. My dick is big. And these dudes want to jump on it. I understand. But I got two women for that. I'm cool, man. Stay on your side of the gay tracks. You feel me? They want to feel me. I'm not making it up. So I just responded to the person sending the email. I say, yeah, man, that wasn't me. Believe what you want to believe, but it wasn't me. I have troublemakers. They did it when me and Devin Alexander went back and forth. Somebody sent him an edited video of the situation with me and Sugar Hill. Had a long talk. Me and him are good friends now. Had a long talk. I said, bro, that was edited. I ain't talked to him for 4 minutes. I talked to him for like 40 minutes. And I sent him the link to the real interview. And I said, look, this is the... Watch it and then get back to me. If you still have a problem, you know, we could talk about it. I told him, I said, we don't have to talk online, brother. If you want to cuss and scream, the world ain't got to see that. Get it off your chest. And I'm going to tell you why I said what I said. And he watched it and we spoke and he said, okay, I get it now. And then we had a conversation on Fanon's Live. And it was very respectful, but they want black people fighting. So I said all that to say this. I ain't trying to beef with Dante. Thank you for using that. You have a huge platform. This platform is like 95% way bigger than mine. More than that. I just cracked 9,000 subs. What he got, like 250,000? He's stepping all over me, and that's fine. You know why? I need this information out there. Eddie Hearn said what he said, and when he said it, I'm looking around like, no one's gonna say anything? Okay, let's act like we ain't hear it. But he heard it, and it's on video. Okay. And Dante's a smart enough man that he caught it. And thank you, brother. I don't care how he views me. I don't care, oh, fuck the LDBC because they, look, bro, I don't care about none of that. This man said what he said. Get the information out there. I don't care. Freedom's March, salute. I don't care. Get it out there. Get it out there. Get the information out there. Because that buck-eyed nigga Showbiz, look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing. With that huge channel, look what he's doing. He said liquor, not nigger. Come on, man. Stop doing that, man. We heard what he said. This is the same dumbass that said, oh, no, Tio's not racist. Tio's not racist. Tio just said he's not using racism anymore, which means he was using it before. Now what? Now what? Just let them talk. Weren't there people resistant from us? They were saying, oh, man, no, he's not being racist. He's just playing. He's not being racist. He's not being racist. Tio just said after this latest fiasco, I'm not using racism anymore. He just said that, which means he was using it prior. But what do I know? Yeah, Showbiz is a big old fucking thief anyway. Buck-eyed nigger. Stupid ass. Exactly, Jose. Quality before quantity. This is the problem right here. Biscuit Bradley and these two racist freaks on the right-hand side. And I don't want my brothers paying these dudes. And this cookie cutter is talking about stay away from Boots. You need to stay away from Tiafimo. First of all, you're wrong. First of all, you know what? I ain't even gonna go in depth on that. Tim, shut up, man. Man, shut up, bro. Just shut up. I ain't even gonna call you bro no more. Shut up, nigga. Man, shut up. Where's my shut up button?
Shut the fuck up!
Exactly, bro. Shut up! Get out of here. Don't nobody want to hear it. I am no longer interested in your boxing opinion. Brian is asking, did Shakur win any points back with you on how he did Coppinger? No. He's not doing anything any different than I would have done. And that's another thing. I want to choke Coppinger. How I look choking that little white guy in a professional setting. Y'all want me to crash out? That'll be a good, for you content creators, that'll be something for y'all to talk about for the next 2 months or so. You see, this is my response to Drew Titan. You let him into a professional presence, those LDBC niggas, they always piece the good word, but why he gotta choke somebody? I mean, it is only boxing, you know what I mean? I mean, so why he doing that? You see what I'm talking about? It'll be about 500 videos about me, and what's it worth to you? A couple of $100? End of the month, Charlene, salute. Yeah, exactly. He might like it. That dude walks with a switch, by the way, y'all. I'm dead serious. He walks with a switch. I'm not even kidding. But you know, Shakur hasn't earned any cool points back with me, man. He is where he is. Is he brilliant in that ring? Absolutely. 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 Boxing fan times 4. Oh man, I feel you on that, but you know, I don't want to hire them is to co-sign the ignorance, and I try and stay away from it. Oh man. No, I hear you, Brian, man, and that was funny what Shakur did. But let me give it to you like through this perspective. He didn't do it for the culture. He did it for himself. He didn't like what Coppin just said about him. He wasn't standing in the pocket for anybody else but him. Like, for instance, you figure out that boxing ego, he wasn't really about the culture. He's in this for him. And the minute he gets his feelings hurt, he flips on people that are doing something great by way of the culture. The boxing culture, the boxing culture, like the black boxing culture. How you stand in the pocket for what's righteous in reference to Deontay Wilder, which was a great thing. Then you got all these problems with Bill and Dev. And you're an unconditional Tank fan after everything that dude has done. Now we found out you was just selling wolf tickets and you're about your bottom line. The same thing with some of these channels. That's why I love and respect my brother Blue. He hasn't sold out. He's who he is. He's who he is. That's it. Salute the Freedom's March. The Super Chat, much love. He said, just got in. The best move against T.O. and Ryan is for black fighters not to fight T.O. and give him a payday. Fuck those clowns. And I'm dead serious. Now, these brothers, and I appreciate that Freedom's March, and I stand by that, man. You know what I'm saying? In a perfect world, Boots and Devin, they don't touch these dudes. To beat their asses to pay them. To beat their asses to pay them. Win or lose is to win. I don't want to see Ryan making another million fighting a black fighter ever. You can fight Mexicans, you can fight white guys, you can fight Asians. You can lie about fighting Asians. What happened to the Pacquiao fight? You had to threaten them with a lawsuit for him to stop talking. I don't want to see this motherfucker. I don't want to see either one of these dudes making money because nobody cares. Xavier, what up? Nobody cares when they're doing other things. All right. I didn't care when he fought George Kambosos. What I mean is, I didn't care enough to go to the fight. It was in New York. I could have went. I just didn't care. Then he got knocked on his ass in the first round. I said, oh shit, what's happening here? Then he lost. I said, oh, look at that. Now I care. I didn't care about Ryan Garcia. I said he's an Instagram model. He could fight a little bit, but one of the four kings? Absolutely not. What has he done? Y'all are so conditioned when a black person says what he is, y'all are so conditioned to overanalyze and micromanage his goddamn career. All of a sudden is how much seats does he sell and does he sell out his hometown? And y'all are super, super critical about him when he refers to himself as a king. Y'all start talking about, oh, he lost this and lost that. Oh, word? What's the problem with him referring to him as a king, though? Not many boxers retire undefeated while facing all of their contemporaries. So I'm going to go back to the dude that I had up in here and salute to D'Artagnan 8. My brother JC Storyteller in the building, salute. In that super chat, D'Artagnan 8 in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much. Thank you. The Australian fella got up here and was super critical. Jeremy, what up? Super critical of Deontay, referring to himself as a king. Now all of a sudden he wants to talk about his feet, his hands, his legs, and 4 out of 5 losses, and so what? And I wish our quote-unquote connection was a little better, because I was going to ask him about Ryan Garcia. Are you everywhere talking about Ryan Garcia? They consider him one of the 4 kings of 135? Really? How? Why? No one ever asked, man, what belts did Ryan have? What belts has he won? Oh, Ryan don't need belts. Oh, yeah, he sure don't. Not with y'all in the mix. Y'all want to blow this kid. Literally, y'all want to blow this kid. Y'all want to suck him off. Literally, y'all want us to have sex with this kid. Literally. Let me give you a little bit of food for thought. If every Ryan Garcia fan is racist and can overlook everything he said, you know what? That's cool. I can't change the world. But listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Lada, salute. Listen to what I'm saying. You ready? True or not, if every Ryan Garcia fan is a racist and they hate black excellence, that's cool. I'm not trying to change y'all. But wouldn't it be fair to say every Ryan Garcia fan should at least be a Teofimo Lopez fan?
Whoa!
You're gonna love my nuts.
Uh-oh. MXC, salute. Uh-oh. Why? Tio checks all the boxes and then some. Let me explain. Teofimo was unified. Uh-oh. Well, let's just stop right there. Teofimo fought Vasily Lomachenko. He has a W over him. Uh-oh. Teofimo outclassed and schooled Josh Taylor. Uh-oh. In comparison to Ryan Garcia, Teofimo actually got work done. Uh-oh. So where are Teofimo Lopez's fans jumping up and down saying, man, why is he fighting? Why is he fighting on the undercard? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And he's racist. He checks all the boxes. Teofimo fans, why aren't you jumping up and down saying, man, F Ryan, man? Teofimo's the one with the real record over in compare. Did I just lie? What, Teofimo's hair's not greasy enough? What, is he not racist enough? What? Teeth ain't straight? What, he's in shape. He got a six-pack. He can't pose it. You don't want to see him in his underwear? What? What's going on, y'all? Oh, I get it. It's his brick nose from getting punched in his forehead. His shit gun swelled up. I mean, he's ugly. Okay, I get it. But I'm not here for no goddamn modeling competition. I want to see boxes. While you other motherfuckers want to see Ryan in his boxes. Oh, my God.
What the fuck?
You guys are disgusting. You're disgusting. Wow. Teofimo Lopez put in more work in that ring than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia gets all the praise, and Teofimo Lopez fought behind Devin Haney. So are we talking boxing or what? What are we doing? Hey, Tio, you're mad at the wrong people. Stupid. You done pulled the racist card. Bananas and everything else, and you're still not even Ryan Garcia. Stupid. How about this? Teofimo beats the shit out of Ryan Garcia. Where's the lie? I always said that. Because Ryan's not good. He's celebrated. He's not good. Peds matter. He's off the peds. He got outboxed by Rolly Romero. You think he stands a chance against Teofimo Lopez? No. Tio knocks him out. Devin knocks him out. No, he don't. He don't. Why we don't have the rematch next?
Whoa!
Uh-oh. 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 What happened? What happened to get it back in blood? What happened? What happened? Guess what? The lawsuit got squashed. You know why? Whatever they were asking for, Turkey paid DHP. So that's done. They said, okay, all we want is a clean fight. Win your next 2 fights and y'all fighting next, September, I thought it was. But Ryan got schooled. He got schooled by Rolly Romero. Those left hooks that dropped him in the second round, I can't unsee that. And now there's no fight. Y'all notice I ain't even cover what Oscar had to say? I don't give a fuck what he had to say. He's on coke. He wears panties and fishnets. Y'all are interested in what he has to say? And again, further proof that you could be a Hall of Fame fighter, but outside of that, you could still be a Diddy freak-off survivor. No, I'm sorry, a Diddy freak-off enabler. I would not leave my fighter in the care of Oscar De La Hoya. Ever. I don't care what Biscuit Bradley has to say. I think that Provodnikov fight has done it to him. Done. Oscar, what are you going to do with your boy Ryan? What's next for Ryan? Maybe I'll talk about that Wednesday. What does he do next? Because they're trying to put Tio in the ring. They tried to make the Boots fight. Somehow that fell through and allowed, and a shout out to Blue, because Blue says yesterday that they're trying to sign Devin versus Teofimo. If that fight don't happen, I'm 99.9999999% sure it'll be because Tio don't want to fight Devin. Exactly, Mr. Mont. These retired boxers are just out of their damn mind. So y'all tell me what's good. So he wanted Boots. Now ain't no Boots. Now it's Devin. Let's see what happens. And then this biscuit-eating motherfucker talking about, oh, no, Boots. You need to stay away. You need to stay away from, you got to stay away from Teofimo. Because I was talking boxing. And you see, I knows boxing because I fought Ruzin Provodnikov, and he would have shot my head. He would have shot my head. I don't remember a motherfucking thing. And then they called my wife fat, right? So then they called my wife fat. And see, I done married out my race. See, my kids got that good hair. They look Mexican, but they black, and they're black and Asian. They're Blasian. And I don't know why those Filipinos, I don't know why they hate me. As I walk around my house, is that chicken? Yeah, come on! All right! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Better than that! Stupid ass monkey. He's a chimpanzee eating chicken. Chimpanzee. He's lost every privilege in the world. Done. Well, I would prefer Devin and Boots to freeze both these racist hooligans out. Hey, can I ask y'all a question? I'm starting a campaign, man. I should start this campaign. You know, all this focus on black fighters. None of these dudes make any bread without fighting a black fighter, man. I'm starting a campaign. Teofimo Lopez has been shafted by the industry. Ryan Garcia's gotten more shine than him, and Teofimo Lopez is clearly the better fighter with the better resume. Why isn't Teofimo Lopez getting more shine than Ryan Garcia? Anybody? Corbin, what up? Darius, what up? Is that not a real question? Why is Ryan Garcia getting more shine than Teofimo Lopez? Teofimo Lopez checks all those boxes. He's Latin, he's racist, but he has a resume. Yo, why is Devin Haney fighting on Ryan's undercard? Well, why is Teofimo Lopez fighting beneath Devin Haney then? Y'all ever thought about that? Well, I'm starting a campaign right now. I'm gonna do some short videos. Why y'all so worried about Teofimo Lopez's racist ass? When he's clearly better than Ryan Garcia, and Ryan Garcia is getting more shine than him. Why? All this focus on us. Get off my 9-iron. Clown. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta get my day started. I think I'm gonna go to the range, empty a few magazines. I'm feeling like that. Monkey Tuesday tomorrow. Tonight, don't miss Nerds on Culture. Me and Stormy gonna cook. And never forget, man.
The devil is a motherfucking liar. So you know I ain't worried. Biatch. Stupid bitch.
Y'all stay cool. I think the general should be on. You have a blessed day. And yeah, man. Something I feel like I'm forgetting. Hope y'all ready for Vegas. See y'all there. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.